Good morning, Scorpios. Okay, sorry guys, I've taken a little break because I've had a lot going on and it just takes a lot of preparation to read, but I am back and I'm going to go ahead and do November's. I know it's a little bit into November, but this could be the past energy, the future energy, just kind of what's going on towards the end of Scorpio season and moving into Sagittarius here in the next couple weeks. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, let's talk a little bit. I feel like this has probably been a pretty good time for you guys. The sun's in your first house, so you're going to have the vibe and feeling, which is interesting because the Fool just came out. So this is about new beginnings. It's going to be the vibe of just kind of focusing on yourself, rebirth, like reevaluating your life, figuring out what you want to do and where you kind of want to go. Like just really kind of introspectively thinking about the changes, the growth you've had in the last year, like the full cycle. So that's kind of cool. So there's a lot, I feel like this is a good time for you. Your 12th house, whenever you guys were cycling around or whatever, there was a lot of things you had to let go of. There was a lot of karmatic energies coming in, and you guys have had 2 moons now. You had the Hunter's moon and you had the new moon. So I feel like you guys have had a lot of powerful energies to manifest what you want and to release things that you don't. So let's go ahead and get into it. Ooh, stuff coming out already. All right. So we're going to go ahead and use this as your energy. And this as the person, okay, that you're dealing with. Advice, nice. Outcome, nice. Okay. Okay. And let's do overall, bottom of the deck. Okay, interesting. So at the bottom of the deck, you guys have kind of some conflicting energies of what is on the spread. So you guys have the 5 of Pentacles, which is kind of about feeling abandoned, feeling like lacking resources, feeling it can be emotionally or physically. Since it's a pentacle, usually that I always think of pentacles as more tangible items. So financial loss, it can be emotional loss. If you look at the picture, it's 2 people and they're wounded and they're out in the cold, like on the outside of a building, like wanting help, but when you up to the 6 of Pentacles, it's someone giving to them. So I feel like at some point, somewhere in this overall energy, you're feeling like you've been depleted of something. This could be energy, this could be love, this could be finances. Usually I always think of this as finances, like you're having a hard time getting what you need to survive. Like if you see this, these 2 are trying to survive. So I'm not saying that you guys are like totally broke, but somewhere in your energy, mind, body, soul, spirit, you're lacking something. You're feeling cold in a specific area of your life and maybe feeling a little abandoned. Okay. So in your energy, you guys have the 8 of Swords, the World card, and Justice. So this is pretty interesting. So in your past energy, I feel like you guys have been under a lot of emotional, like what you're dealing with in your life is very trapped up here. It's like it's not in the physical. You're bound by your own thoughts. If you look at this picture, she's bound by her own anxiety. Like there's nothing out here that is doing this to her. These 8 of Swords represent her mind, and she's binding herself by her own thoughts. So she's feeling very trapped in a thought or a situation, or trying to get out of something. It can be, relationship wise, it could be finances, it could be excuse the baby in the background. She likes to talk to. Anyways, it can really be multiple things, but it definitely represents your anxiety and your thoughts. So you're feeling a bit bound by something. But the interesting part is you have this coupled with the World. Right after that is the Justice card. So the World card is pretty awesome. It's a representation of completing a cycle, so the doors can open up for any endless possibilities. So maybe you have been having a bit of a, in the past, having a bit of a, stressful anxiety mindset, but in the present, you're being able to let that go and let in really good things. And with the Justice card, this is the Libra card. This, so if you're dealing with a Libra, I don't ever like to call out signs because there's so much on planets and charts and it's just really pointless, but sometimes people do it. But this is the card that's about fairness. So like, the Justice card is the Judgment card in the physical. So it's just, the Judgment card is all about spirit, fairness and spirituality, like rebirth and getting a second chance. Now the Justice card is about that coming into fruition in the physical. So it's a lot like the scales are going to be balanced. Once you get past this, like, it's like you have nothing to worry about, Scorpios, okay? Because the cycle that's completed of anxiousness and whatever is going on is going to balance out in the physical very fairly. Everybody's going to get exactly what they want, what they deserve. The energy you put out, you're going to get back. So there's no need to worry if you're worried about a certain situation or if it has to do with finances, like the overall energy was. Up here, don't worry because things are coming around. It's like you're very anxious about a particular situation that you don't need to worry about anymore because it's changing. In the present, it's the completion of the cycle's over, and then in the future, things are balancing out for you. So that's really great. Okay, so and the person that you're dealing with, their energy, they have the Hangman, the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the High Priestess. So this, this basically speaks on the fact that they have taken some time. The Hangman is funny to me because he has gone to a place after moving around and being very busy to, he's hung himself by his foot on a tree so he can bring in the advice and the energy and the things that he needs that he can't get while he's moving around, if that makes sense. So the Hangman is always it's not moving forward in the physical, but it's trying to think clearly and it's just kind of like chilling energy. Like, I'm just going to chill out here and let things come to me, right? So that's in the past. But in the present, they have the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. So they're working towards manifesting new opportunities, new options. And the Seven of Cups always is kind of a warning for me as well, that you make sure that you choose the right route. You thoroughly investigate each route. See, if you can look at the card, I don't know why it's so blurry, but if you look at the card, he's looking up into the clouds at all these choices and opportunities. And in each cup, there's something good or something bad. So it's like investigate your options wisely. So if you're looking for a job, you would want to definitely investigate each opportunity and job contract very particularly. If it's referring to a relationship, you need to really get to know that person because sometimes the Seven of Cups will represent going a route that... going a route that not necessarily is surprise guest. Okay, so it's like going a route that might not necessarily sound like a good idea, and then you end up being like, oh wow, that was really what I needed to do. Okay, so that's really kind of how the Seven of Cups is. It's like, don't be sucked into the illusion of one option because it looks pretty. Investigate that, and that goes on any level. If you were buying a car, that's a perfect example too. You could be looking at one car and it just looks great, but it ends up being a lemon, right? So that's kind of where that comes from. So okay, in the advice column, this is really great. It's telling you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles. So I love this, okay? It's telling you to go ahead, take the opportunity that you need to take to get where you need to go, right? And it's saying you don't have to do it in a hasty, rude way. You can do it in a gentle way. Scorpios tend to be intense anyways. Like, they're going to tell you how they feel regardless of what's going on, right? And it's suggesting that instead of you taking the fast moving route, the fast, I visualize like a Scorpio in a room of a whole bunch of people just nudging them all to the side, like, get out of my way. I'm going to get what I want. If I have to take people down, I will, right? But it's telling you not to do that. It's actually informing you to take the leap, take the risk, because whatever you have going on is going to come into fruition very well with a nice offer, with a solid stability, like outcome that creates a lot of stability. And this with this guy who is loyal, he's punctual, he's on time, he comes when he needs to, he comes in clutch, he's the clutch card. When you need him, he's there. So it's telling you to stop that pushing through people to get what you want, cutting people out, cutting throats, whatever, to get what you need, and approach the situation with more of a loyal attitude, with more of a calm, slow and steady, wins the race type of attitude. This is definitely a knight, but he's not fast moving. He's loyal and steady, and he contemplates things very well. So it's telling you to take the offer, but contemplate it. Take it slow, which also goes along with the Seven of Cups really well. So I think you're showing up. I think this is showing up very good in your spread. It's just telling you to take a slower route, be a good person, be loyal, take the slower, more thoughtful route instead of the popping off route, which is kind of a Scorpio thing as well. You guys will say what you need to say, but before you do, use your filter, okay? That's what he's all about, and he's all about taking that approach, okay? And the outcome, very nice, okay? So you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Three of Wands, you have the Four of Cups, and you have the Empress coupled with the Three of Cups. So this is really nice, you guys. This is just showing that timing is on your side. The Wheel of Fortune represents how things just work out. Like sometimes the Wheel of Fortune won't be in your favor, but then it's going to tip again. It's just the cycle of life. Like it's a cycle of good and bad. It's the cycle of good things coming in. And it shows here that it's coming in. You guys are just waiting for it. The Wheel of Fortune is just reminding you, just sit back and wait. It's all coming together for you. Things are going to work out. You have a lot of high hopes. This is someone who's getting ready to start the rest of their journey, and they're just kind of waiting for all the good things that they've done or all the energy, effort they've put into something to come in. With the Wheel of Fortune coupled with that, it just shows you that it is coming in. It might be a little bit slower. Wands are fast moving, but this card isn't. This card is a moving forward energy, but waiting for it to get what they want exactly out of it. And with the Four of Cups, you're no longer ignoring, in reverse, you're no longer ignoring this offer up here. You're no longer ignoring the good things coming in. The Four of Cups is kind of like, I'm not even focused on you right now. I can't even deal with you right now. But with it in reverse, you're open. And it's so funny. This is like a total story. Like your outcome is it blends so well together. Because after you open up to new opportunities, to whatever offer, to maybe someone else's side of the story, someone else's opinion, like understanding them a little bit better, understanding that time is of the essence. Like timing is a beautiful thing. Timing is something that no one can control. Timing is just something that is really it's really controlled by the universe, God, whoever you deal with, and you cannot be trapped in your thoughts and stressed out about timing. You just can't do it. It's just going to come on its own, which is amazing for you guys and such a beautiful thing, because there's going to be lots of celebration with these changes coming in, which is going to put you in the divine feminine energy. Okay, the Empress is the creator. She's the creator of fertility. She's often represents pregnancy, but in this spread I don't see that. In this spread I see more of her representing like a woman or man or whatever that has come to who has bloomed. Okay, someone who has went through some times, and everything's balancing out for you, Scorpios. It's like everything's finally coming together at the end of Scorpio season for you to, with this new moon too, things coming into fruition. Like I think it just looks good. Like this being your last card as the outcome is like, this is the queen bee. Like she has it all. She has the emotion, the emotional stability, she has the balance, she has the love, she has the affection, she's the Empress, she's the most powerful of the deck, okay? She has her Emperor, like she has everything really together. So in all honesty, I see you guys moving out of any stress that you've had into calmer, more richly nutrients waters. You know, it's like things are just getting better and offers are coming in, and the approach to this new step for you guys is to approach it slow and let things unfold on their own time. Don't be so rush. Just let things happen, okay? So, but think good things are coming in. I feel really good energy and really good vibes for you guys, okay, for November. So that's awesome. It's about time, right? It's about time. Scorpio season with these moons and stuff, a lot of energies can get shifted around. A lot of things can happen, and it looks like the energies are shifting in your favor. So that's awesome. The karma season is done, okay? I do not see any kind of karmatic energy, and if it is, it's good karma coming in, okay? It looks like the justice is going to be served in a good way. If someone has wronged you, they're going to get it too. So, because you're open, and you're open to good things. Good things are coming. You're not being tricked. Like, what's on the table is for real. So take that chance, okay? Or believe someone. Believe someone. There's a lot of trust in that spread. There's a lot of not sneakiness. There's a lot of genuineness. There's a lot of solid ground. That's what I would say. Okay, so you have Hearth. Happiness in our hearts and homes. That couldn't even go, I mean, it couldn't get any better than that with the spread. So that just means kind of like the warmth that you feel inside of your home, inside of your life, inside of your most intimate relationships. You feel a lot of warmth there. That's where you need to go this month. That's who you need to focus on this month. That could potentially be where all these good vibes are coming from. Are people, your most close-knit people, like relationships are growing, they're manifesting, they're changing. Spend time with those people. Spend time with those people that energize you, that make you feel good. Like, gravitate towards a slower approach to anything that comes in your way, but lean on your family. That's what I see, okay? So let's go ahead and see. Leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. So perfect. Yeah, you guys have a lot of things coming in. I mean, I don't know if it's financial. I feel like it has something to do with money. Those can also represent relationships too, but it's telling you to go for it. With the Seven of Cups, though, I do suggest that you tread lightly, like you investigate. I know Scorpios are like, oh no, I'm not doing it, so I'm not doing it. Or, oh, this looks perfect, I'm going to jump right in. Like, so it's just telling you good things are coming in, but there could be a lot of different things, and make sure you investigate everything so you can make sure that you take the right path, because so much good energy is here. You don't want to get mixed up. I don't see any trickeries, and you guys are good at trickery. Usually you're doing the trickery. So you guys are really good with having a solid kind of magical intuition of your own. You guys just kind of make the better decisions, and if you don't, it appears very quickly that it was the wrong choice. So don't stress out about that, but focus on your home, focus on your family, focus on yourself. Things that are coming in are good. Trust them. Take a loyal, slow approach, and just really bloom. I would just say blossom. I feel like you guys have growth. You guys have, this is a new phase for you. This whole next year is going to be like beautiful for you. Especially into Sagittarius season. Like, I suggest your family, the holidays are coming up. Spend time with your family. Really enjoy the moment. Like, I get this overwhelming feeling of stop and smell the roses. Like, stop and be thankful for every little thing that's happening, every little place that you've gone, and reflection over, going into Sagittarius season, which, by the way, Sagittarius season is going to be bomb for almost everyone, because Jupiter is back in Sag, which is the ruler of Sag. So Sagittarius is more, the Sag energies are on point. Okay, we'll just say that. You can look that up on like astrology.com or something like that. There's like a whole bunch of stuff that you can look up on Sag season coming up. But it's looking good, Scorps. I'm really happy for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed your reading. I will be back. I'm not going to leave you hanging anymore. I just had a lot going on, okay? If you need to get a hold of me, email me, and we can set up a personal reading. Other than that, I wish you guys luck, and I will be back. Thank you. Have a good day.